I am live. I am going to go post this on our website. If you are wandering the internet, please know that this is not the Hotel California you think it is. And you should probably move along to a more official version of it. Let's see, I need to edit this. Yeah, you probably won't like this, so don't feel like you need to stick around. Link to join. Link to join. Click the highlight link. We'll actually start the class here in about 2 minutes, so if you want to fast forward, feel free to. I'm still posting this on the website. Update, and then let me go get this. I gotta actually download it too, huh? Am I still hooked to the internet? I am. Oops. There's that. All right, so I'm back in business here. Let's view this page. Let me get into here. Taking a minute to load. Somebody keeps texting me. Oh, I know I already did that. Now I gotta log in here too. Oh, technology, you're such a mixed blessing. I put Hotel California in the subject line kind of as a joke. I figure Glenn, the Eagles attorneys, who seem to be very committed to keeping this song off of the internet, I have the sense that they'll see this pop up and they will want to stop it. Hotel California. Let me go get this. Done. Hotel California. Hotel California. Okay, second try. Back. Okay, so now they've got that. And this, does this direct to the correct spot? Da, 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 it does. Good. Okay, and then that. Okay. Type in resent, 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 send. All right, there's that. Then on this piece of technology, I have to go find the tune. I don't know if I posted it or not. I may not have. F, G, H. Oh, I did. Okay, well, let's go put it in the correct folder. Downloads, guitar, cloud. And then we download that. Click OK. Click OK. Back out of this. Go to storage. Storage. Download guitar. EFG Hotel California. There we go. All right. Okay, we are in. All right, so first of all, say hi if you are logged in so that I know that the sound is good and that we can proceed with some level of organization. Don't have to say hi in the chat box. I just need to make sure that the sound is getting out and I'm not just talking to myself. All right. So today's a study session on the new arrangement of Hotel California. It is not the Eagles version. It is kind of close to that. It's inspired by, and number of sections we'll go through and try to figure out how we would approach this song and what we would do to make it seem like kind of like it takes 4 guitars, and it takes, oh, Elizabeth, you made it. So Elizabeth, I've sent it to you twice, so hopefully it may ended up in spam. It might have ended up, uh, hopefully you have found it. Let's see. Um, the challenge with the song, there's a number of challenges with the song, and those of you on the email list will have already heard this story. But song's originally in B minor, but they wrote it in E minor and played it on the seventh capo. And in fingerstyle guitar, we don't use capos, so that's the first thing that had to go. And I normally don't care what the original key is because I'm just looking for playability, and so I normally put it into whatever key makes the most enjoyable presentation of the tune. The problem with Hotel California is that there is this huge dedication of people to the sound of this thing, and so I've had the whole thing basically finished in A minor, and it was playing pretty well, but it didn't quite sound right. So I went ahead and put it into B minor, which makes it much harder to play, but it makes it sound a little bit more like the original. And I would say that I caved into public to imagine public pressure in this one. And so I don't really care about the Eagles, and I don't really care about the song, but a lot of guitar people do. And we will probably have people who end up looking at this video simply because it says Hotel California on it. So if that's you, probably want to, this isn't the one you're looking for. The one you're looking for requires the Hotel California that you're looking for requires an electric guitar. It can't be done without an electric guitar. It also requires multiple guitars, and so trying to do a straight fingerstyle arrangement of this thing was kind of a bummer. And so we've got it, and we're going to work on this version of it. I think it's pretty fun. It's a big challenge, and we'll just move on from there. So if you have negative thoughts about what I'm doing here, I get it. Right? That's just not really this style of. It's not really what we're looking for here, but we're going to work on this one. All right. So the piece is broken up into basically 4 main sections. You got the intro, which is very famous and iconic. I kind of got it close. Okay. Then you have this intro on a dark desert highway that goes on for a couple of pages. Okay. Then they go into the Welcome to the Hotel California section at measure 41. By the way, you'll need to send me an email if you want the sheet music. I don't post this kind of sheet music anywhere because the Eagles lawyers would be sad about that. They would probably send me a note. And so if you need the sheet music, you have already sent me an email probably. So Welcome to the Hotel California section starts at measure 41, and it goes for up until measure 56. Okay, so not that long of a section. That's sort of the middle part of the section. Then the second verse starts at 57. Her mind is Tiffany twisted, and blah blah blah. It goes on for all the way to measure 88. Okay, so that's the second verse. Then that verse sends you back to the Welcome to the Hotel California section again, sends you to number 41. Okay, and I think it's possible I goofed that up. So measure 88, it should say, measure 88 should say to number 41. To number 41. All right, first typo. Okay, so we got to fix that at measure 88. It should say to number 41, not to 33. And the reason I goofed that up was I worked on the intro last. Okay. So then you go back and you repeat the Welcome to Hotel California section. And then, you know what? I don't really need this. Come here. We'll get rid of that signal. All right, so then you play through the Hotel California section again. When you get to the end of 56 the second time, now you are going to jump to measure 89, not 81. So, boy, I goofed both of those up. So at measure 56, it should say to number 89 on the second pass. Okay, so 2 typos there. Apologize for that. But if it's just the repeats, that's not too bad. TS coda. Okay, and then I need a coda at 89. All right, then 89 to the end is basically the third verse. Mirrors on the ceiling, blah, blah, blah. And that's going to go through measure 120. And then the ending, those of you who've seen the video, it's quite a dramatic ending. A very Spanish feeling guitar sound requires, electric guitar and a couple of acoustic guitars, and I think they use 4 guitars total. So as a solo player, you don't really have any hope of being able to cover all of that. So I just put in what I think is a nice arpeggio that grabs the sense of the ending in terms of a chord structure, and that goes from 121 through 134, and it switches from 4/4 time to 9/8 time, and so that's a way to wrap up the ending. Okay, I am aware that those of you who love this tune have to have it a certain way. I'm not. That's not what you got here, so just be aware of that. The melody line works, and the chords are actually the same chords that they used. It's just that they're playing them way up here in probably easier positions. It just sounded ridiculous on the guitar, on an acoustic guitar. So that's what we've got going. All right, so now let's get into the different sections. And again, today we won't play through the whole thing. We're just talking about all of the sections. So section number 1 is measures 1 through 8. I have been starting off with a bar on 7 and ring finger on 9. And you want to play it. You'll have to memorize this section. There's no way to play it quickly enough to make it sound right. But if you listen to the MP3 recording, which I would have sent you, you'll hear what sounds kind of like the intro. So 9, 7, 7, 7, and then you're going to want to go up to this 10, 12, and 11. So this little shape here, this D minor shape, is going to come up quite a bit in these arpeggio patterns. So 10, 12, 11. The hard part, of course, is to get from one to the other in proper timing. Okay. Then the measure 2, you got 4, 6, 7, 6, 6. What I have been doing is grabbing the 4, the 6. You need 2 6s here, actually. You're going to need the 4 is on the 4th string. Then the 6 is on the 3rd and the 1st string, and then the 7. So you're basically doing the D shape with a bar on 4 is really what you're trying to accomplish here. Okay, probably easier to talk about than it is to play. So then you're going to hit the 4, 6, 7, 6, 6. So that's what we got going on there. Measure 3, you're going to grab the 2s and the 5s. Okay, so again, this is going to be on the 3rd string, and then I've been doing my pinky covering both 5s. So you probably could just do a bar. We're going to grab just the 2, a bar on 2, and a bar on 5. That's what you're looking for there. And obviously, when you're learning this, you got to play it at a 3rd speed. Okay, so again, really just 2 bars. You can put this one just as a single, and you could use 2 fingers here if you wanted. whichever feels safest for you. And then 9, 10, 9. Okay, so that's a G shape, D shape, sorry. Okay. Dive back to the 2, and then you got opens. I'm sorry, that's on 5. This should be on 4. There's that. Oops. Measure 5. You're going to grab a 5 here, a 4, and a 3. And they're not on the first string, they're on the strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay. So those are those 3. But you're going to lay down your 3 so that it's covering the first string as well. So it's really a G chord. That's all you're playing there. And then you're going to jump down to a measure 6. You're going to put in a D chord. 0, 2, 3, 2, 2. Measure 7. Again, you're going to grab this the 2 on the 4th string. And then you've got 3, 5, 4. So it's 3, 5, 4. 3, 5, 4. So you're on this. This is really going to end up in E minor, is what it's really going on here. Okay. And then you've got this 4, 6, 7 business again. 4, 6s, and 7s. That's a tough. I have found this to be very tough to play. Let that 6 ring for a little bit. Okay. Then this B minor shape is you're gonna get real comfy with this throughout the whole song. So that's the intro. That intro is going to have to be memorized in order to have any hope of it being done correctly, because there's no way you're going to be able to look at the paper and be like, oh, okay, next is this, and then this, and then this. So if you intend to do the intro, you have to memorize it. I would listen to the MP3 a bunch of times to make sure it's what you think that you're playing. And I would say certainly by Thursday, I'm not going to have that ready to go. And so maybe one of you guys will. Okay. Next is B minor on measure 9. Grab your B minor. All right, that's the sound we were looking for. It says, well, I'm going to play Hotel California now. Now again, remember they've capoed at 7, and they're playing an E minor up here. So they're getting a little bit different feeling to the chords, but the singer. It's Fry, I think, is the singer on this one. He's down in this lower register. Guitar up high, his voice down lower. Okay, so we're gonna play it down lower. The first chord is just don't play the first string, because that's gonna be the melody. On a dark desert. So you're gonna lift up the bar to get that 0. Leave it up. Put the bar back down, and then you go to 0, 2, 3. Okay, and then for the most part, I've arranged most of the F sharps the same way. So I've done a 2, just cover the 2 strings, and then the 3, and then the 4. That's not right. There's not. Okay. You can put a full bar and do a full F sharp chord on here if you'd rather. A little more work. Get a little fuller sound. Felt like more work than it was worth to me, so I just did this one. Try not to hit this unless you use two, a middle and ring. Okay, and then cool wind in my, and then you've got a bar and just the F sharp 7 here. Here. You need to add your ring on the 5 if you want to do a bigger chord sound. And then this little run again. Then you're going to regular A chord. Warm smell of ring finger forward, go back, leave, roll down to get this 2. 2, 3, 0. Grab your E chord. Again, don't hit the top string because that will mess up your melody. And probably, I always tend to grab with my other fingers, but I'm going to add a pinky here. Rising up through the, and then this is a continuous motion. So that's all pinky through there. Go to G chord at measure 17. Go grab a couple of 2s. So you might want to put on this backward G at that moment. Measure 17 with your index finger down here. Right. And then 03. Back to your G chord. I keep running out of fingers, so I think probably through that whole section I'm going to end up doing and playing it this way and then moving my pinky to get this 1-3 that's in there. Distance, it's that major 7 sound, distance, and 0-2-3. And then finally something normal, a D chord. I saw a shimmering, and just lose your ring finger here. Light, 0-2-3, E minor, grab the top 2. My head grew heavy and my sides grew dim. Okay, back to the F sharp. I had to stop for the, and you're going to use your pinky to get that 5. 9, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2, 5. You know, a lot of tension here to take you back to the main idea. B minor. There she stood in the doorway. 0-2-3, F sharp. I heard the mission bell ring. 2-3-0, A chord here. It takes forever to come in at this point. It totally messes up the rhythm, so I just threw in a half, an eighth note rest after the quarter note rest. So let that ring for a second. And I was thinking, okay, that's the first 2 pages. Let's go on to page 3. Go to your A chord. To my, roll your ring finger down. Self, this could be E chord, pinky on 2. Heaven, or this could be hell. So hell, E3-0-0-2-3, measure 33 is going to go to that G chord. I'm going to go ahead and grab middle and ring so I have enough fingers. Then she lit up the candle. 0-2-3. Then your D chord. And she showed me the way. 0-2-3. Grab your E minor. There were voices down the corridor to F sharp. I thought I heard. There's the 5 of them. Say, and then that 226 again. Okay, and that 6 is really important there because it's going to lead into welcome to the Hotel California. So that's 6. This is an important transition moment. Let's go to measure 41. Regular G chord. Add your pinky. Welcome to the hotel. 5 California. And then a D chord. D chord. 4, 3, 2, chord 3. Just a space filler there. Nothing fancy going on. Such a, go to your D, F sharp. Lovely place. Such a, we're through page 3. Go to page 4. Got your F sharp again. Lovely place. Such a, and then you go to B minor. Lovely face. I don't know why he changes it to face, but there he goes. Okay, and then the 4 and the 4 are just there for filler. So that B minor is probably not even do a full bar there. Probably just put on your A minor shape on 3 to get through this section. All that's just extra notes for fun to fill up the space, and probably just an A minor shape on 3 with no bar is going to work just fine through there. And hit this 3 again. There's, go to your G chord, the full one with both fingers on it. Plenty of room at the hotel. Slide up to 5s and 0s and 5s. There's a 3. And then you're going to slide into your D chord. 4. I don't like those A's on there. I think I'll get rid of those. Just a plain old D. Keep it a little bit light there. 2. And then you got 2, 3, chord 3. Just again to fill up space. Pick up to measure 53. And E minor with your 2 on the top. Time of year, any time of year, you can, that's an important moment, you can, F sharp, and you've got that 3 in there. What I have been doing is just pulling my middle finger down to play the 3 in the melody and just leaving this chord, this string open. Maybe put a bar on it. Find it here. And so I haven't come up with a solution for getting a here. The solution is this awkward looking thing, okay, with bar, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Find it here. So that's one of those notes that unfortunately comes on the very first beat, and so getting to it is going to be a challenge. And then I've got this little run, fill up space at the end of 56, and then we go on to verse 2, okay, and which is going to be a whole lot of the same as verse 1. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. 0, 2, 3, F sharp minor. She got her Mercedes Benz and bar chord Benz A chord. She got a lot of pretty. Okay, that's the end of page 4. Let's go on to 5. Back to your A chord. Pretty boys. I'm just rolling my ring to get that too, but you could also use a bar. E chord that she calls and it's friends. 023 G chord. How they dance in the courtyard. 023 D chord. Sweet, and you gotta pull that one. You gotta hold that one for a little while. Sweet summer sweat. 020 sweat. 023 E minor at 69. Some dance to remember. Big F sharp here. Some dance to pinky forget 226. Okay, and then we're going to part 2 of verse 2. B minor. So I called up the captain. 023 F sharp. Please bring me my bar wine. What did I do there? 023 Oh, I wrote down a full F sharp 7 there. Might not need that really. You probably really only need 0232. That 4 seems to be a little unnecessary. At measure 76. So be thinking about just doing 023. Wine, wine, wine. Please bring me my wine. Please bring me my wine. So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine. So the 0 is correct. It's just different than the rest of the song. 230, 230, and then measure 77. You got an A chord. We haven't had that. That's the end of page 5. Go on to 6. Go to measure 78. Spirit here since E chord with your pinky. 1969. Sorry. 9023. G. Nice. Let's do this backward G chord again. And still those voices are calling from. And then measure 83 is a D chord. Far away. 023. Measure 85. E minor. Wake you up in the middle of the night. F sharp. Just to hear pinky then F sharp say 226. Go to measure 41 if you haven't already changed it. It says 233, but I'm kidding. Go to 41. Okay, and then we play the Hotel California thing again. Let's do measure 41. Get your G chord on. Welcome to the Hotel California. 2, 3, strum 3. Such a lovely place. Such a. Move on to page 4. It's continuing on the F sharp. Lovely place. such a lovely face. There, go to your G chord with both pinky and ring. Living it up at the hotel, up to 5. Cali, D chord with your pinky. California, 2, 2, 3, strum. What a E minor with a 2. Nice surprise. What a nice surprise. Bring your. And then there's this daggone thing I haven't figured out how to approach yet. Lullabies. 4, 3, 2, 2. And then instead of going to 81, go to 89. And that's where the final verse happens. And again, right straight back into the B minor. Mirrors, grab this 3. On the ceiling. I'm just moving I got so much of the chord that I'm holding that I'm just going to move my middle finger. Let's see. Mirrors on the ceiling. F sharp. Pink champagne on ice. 2, 3, oh, A chord here. We are all just prisoners here. There's the end of page 6. Page 7, E chord. Of our own device. 0, 2, 3. G chord backwards. And in the master's chambers. Measure 99 is a D chord. They gathered for the feast. 1, 2, 3. E minor at 101. They stab it with their stealing knives, but they go to F sharp. Just can't kill the bees. 2, 2, 6. Back to B minor. Last part of verse 3. Last thing I remember, I was F sharp, running for the door. A chord. I had to find the passage back to the E chord with on the 2. Place I was be. And then on to page 8. E chord with the 3. 4. 0, 2, 3. G chord. I gotta do that backward G. Relax, said the night man strum. We are D chord. Programmed to receive. I don't think that lyric makes any sense, by the way. 0, 2, 3. And then E minor to finish up. You can check out any time you D chord with your E minor chord with the 2, like, and then finally F sharp. But you can never leave. Never leave. And that's how they finish the song. It's a very weird thing that they don't go back to the chorus, but they don't. And then and so that's the end of the main song with the lyrics. And then I just tacked on a nice arpeggio. I found out somebody else wrote this in a different key, and I just converted it, and it made some sense to me. um, and so we're going to do that same thing we started with, 10, 12, 11, three times, 9 and 2 11s. So slide it back and do 2 11s. And your 12 with your pinky. Now you're going to do 9, 10, 9. Sevens and nines. Pinky on the 10. 7, 8, 7s. Fives and sevens. 8 with your pinky. 3, 5, 4. 6, 7, 6. 9 is way up there with your pinky. Done. We're going to hold that for just a second and then go grab your B minor to finish up. Let it ring out and then hit a 2 on that to give it the end. That's what we're working on. Whew. Okay, so a lot of stuff in there. It's pretty close. It's close enough. And so again, on your papers, just mark the things that I marked, which are that at measure 88, it should say 2, number 41. And then at measure 56, it should say 2, measure number 89. Those repeats don't auto update when I add and subtract measures. So sometimes I forget to go back and fix those. So that's what we got for now. Send me an email if you have questions or if you're seeing stuff that's obviously needing some attention in there. And I will see if I can't get out a revised copy to you guys by Thursday night. And obviously we got, by Thursday night, I will just barely have my fingering down. So this will probably be a 2-week song. We'll probably spend a couple weeks working on it. It's a lot there. It's got, how many pages did I say? 9 pages or something? 8 pages? I don't know. A whole bunch of pages. 9. So 9 pages. That's definitely a 2-week song. So we have plenty of time to work on it and see how far we can get it along, what things we need to add or subtract or adjust to make it sound even better than it does. And listen to the MP3 a bunch of times. I think it's just enough different from the original to probably that MP3 is going to provide you some assistance in terms of how we hear it. Also, they sing it and play it differently in every single version on YouTube. I listened to a bunch of them. Got less and less, became less and less of a fan of the song as things went along, and so that's that. All right, Elizabeth, it is a lot of work. We're going to spend a couple weeks on it, and it broke me. It absolutely broke my soul. So I'm going to keep at it, and you're going to keep at it, and we'll all keep at it, and maybe eventually we'll have a nice little tune there for somebody who wants to work real hard. So off we go. That's enough for today. Have a lovely afternoon, and I will see all you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're working on something rational. Daisy Bell, one of my all-time favorite tunes. Level 3 song, just absolutely delight to play. On Wednesday, we got Down in the Valley, a nice slow song in the key of C to give you a chance to work on that. And then my most hated song in Book 1, Farmer in the Dell, we'll knock that out on Thursday morning. Plan on Hotel California, at least our first one-song concert on Thursday night. And then we'll recap here on Friday. So we just keep moving forward, hopefully making you a better guitar player. If you're hiding out up here in the widget, thanks for being here. Hopefully some of this makes sense. If you don't have the sheet music, send me an email and we'll talk about it. You have a wonderful day, guys. See you tomorrow.